Welcome back, y'all. Club 5 Conversations podcast. I have a very special guest that I would like to talk to today. And, she's she's based out of the Carolina area and it's very interesting and we're going to sit down and talk to her. This is my homegirl. This is Mychelle Michele. How you doing, Michelle?
What's up, everybody? I'm doing good. How you doing, BJ?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm hanging on there, man. I injured myself the other day, and I'm just taking it
Oh,
on slow. You know.
you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm about 85% now.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good though. I'll be alright, man. I'm alright.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get into it right now. So just tell the listeners a little something about yourself, man.
Well, again, my name is Mychelle Michele. I'm 30 years old. Just turned 30 back in January. Currently in North Carolina, Charlotte. You know, just like creating dope stuff. Um, and putting it on the site for me, poetry, spoken word, singing, film, short film. And I mean, just a girl who loves to have fun, enjoy life. It's pretty
Mm,
much who I am.
interesting. I keep forgetting you're 30. Like I don't know why I think you're like I don't know why I still
What
think you're
you
like
what you
25.
think? What age do you think I am?
Like 25. I swear to God, I'd be
I'll
like,
take that.
yeah, like you don't look 30. That's a good thing though. That's good.
That's a great thing. Black don't crack.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So tell the listeners a little bit about your site and what it provides.
So I mentioned earlier that it's a creative outlet site. So basically, we write short stories, poems, short film, and that could be of any genre. It doesn't matter. But I just put up my first skits on YouTube actually. So if y'all can go check it out, go watch that. Also, I want to put song covers on there as well. I've actually started putting a couple of those into works. I haven't posted any yet, but I want to start that also. But for
Mm,
right now, that's what we have up there. I also did start a forum as well. So if anybody wants to like talk about any social issues or anything that's going on in their community or they want to promote something that they're doing also they can do it in the open forum that I have on the site as well. So it's just more so for creative expression and to be free and to talk about whatever they feel like talking about, of course without argument, because we have enough of that on regular social media. But yeah.
oh Lord.
We have way too
So
much of
wait.
that on social media. So
Okay, let the listeners know again what's your YouTube channel again.
the YouTube channel is under Mychelle Michele. Also, did you want me to list all of my social media sites or just YouTube?
Yep, we could do that. And then I'm gonna ask you again at the end, just to refresh everybody.
Okay, no problem. So
Hmm.
YouTube again is Mychelle Michele, and that is Mychele.
Hmm.
And the website is creativejuices.simplesite.com. And my email for submissions is creativeflow777 at outlook.com.
Okay. Okay. So you know me, I'm
You
gonna be a
sound
little
so
nose.
interested.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I got a chance to take a look at your site. Um, I definitely like what I saw. I definitely like the creative process that the black that black people bring, and
Mhm.
definitely black women. This is definitely y'all time, in my opinion. To get y'all shit off and stuff. And so
Other
I
than
gotta
Clubhouse.
ask, huh?
I said, other than in Clubhouse.
Yeah, man, Clubhouse ain't nothing but drama, man. I
It's drama.
actually, man, look, I you get in there, it's an argument, man versus woman every
Oh,
day.
no.
I finally deleted the shit. It just
Oh,
got
it's
annoying.
not for you, so you don't like it. Okay.
It's for me. It's just you gotta catch me on a good day in a
Right.
room. Other than that, it's just drama, man.
Oh no. That's
But shout out to Clubhouse. Everybody that use Clubhouse. I mean,
yep, for real.
if that's what you want to do it. Uh, so I gotta ask, what is something that you wish you would have known before you started your site?
Hmm. I guess of how shy people are because everybody loves to post on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter all day, be writing think pieces left and right. But when you ask them to submit to a site, they be scared. So I
Mm,
guess something I wish I would have known was how to appeal to people more, I guess, to get them to express themselves in a more constructive way. And I feel like maybe that's probably what's stopping them from submitting, maybe because
okay,
they don't feel like they have that freedom, or they feel like maybe it might be too much for a site such as that. Maybe they feel like their opinion's too fiery, or it's too like
so kind of like,
argumentative maybe to to say
mm,
anything, but this is literally creative freedom, so I don't know where that idea would come from, but I wish i would have I would have thought about that more, maybe asked around a little bit more about what would have appealed to them better to make them want to submit or um, post on the site. I think I would
uh,
benefited from that a lot more. It's
absolutely,
still work getting done, so it's all good. Even if
absolutely,
it's just for me and a couple of my other friends, we will do what we need to do.
absolutely. I like to hear that. Absolutely. So, with that being said, what would you say, if any, what is your biggest failure so far with the site, and what did you learn from it,
Biggest failure.
if any?
I don't know if there is any failures. At least for me, I take all losses as lessons, so I don't think
Hmm.
that that'll ever happen in regards to my progression with the site. Um, but and I feel like in this day and time, we're really pushed to want to like post content or have to always be in the know, or to be relevant you always have to put something out and not paying attention to quality. You're more so just focusing on how many posts you put out per day or per week, per month, whatever.
Hmm.
So if I feel like there's a particular failure of mine, it's because of the distance and time of how I post my content. And a lot of that happened because I lost my grandmother last year, so I took time off to
Ooh,
recover from that. And
sorry to hear that. My condolences. I'm sorry to hear that.
oh no, I appreciate you. Thank you. And then of course, like when holiday season comes in, for whatever reason, from August up until January, February, I'm just like slammed. So it's like my parents' birthdays, family, friends. I have no time on my hands to sit down and actually be creative or be in that space to create. So if anything, it's just the time lapse of how I post my content. But other than that, everything has been pretty successful. I haven't had anybody try to pirate any of my stuff, thank God,
Beautiful.
or try to like
Beautiful.
steal content or anything like that. Posting on YouTube has been smooth also, because I know that they are quick with taking people's stuff down or muting
Yep.
some of their content as well. So I haven't had any issues there, even though I've used music from other artists in in some of the things that I've posted. So I haven't had any particularly like downfalls per se for the site at all. Everything's been pretty good, running pretty smoothly, so I'm happy about that.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Any advice you would like to give somebody who's trying to start a site like yours?
Don't be caught up in, I guess, the social media trend of trying to rush yourself in posting. Do
Hmm.
things on your own time. Definitely focus on what's gonna bring out the best in your creative mindset or in your expression. Definitely don't be controlled by the masses or feel like you have to have like a big audience following you just to be successful or to be progressive. Definitely take your time in anything that you do, because at the end of the day, people want quality. They don't they don't care about, how many times you post, as long as what it is what's good. It's timeless. That's all that matters. Kind of think of it like how, like, J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar takes a long time to come out like with albums. It's like, oh God, we're waiting. Or Rihanna, even though she ain't had no music since like 2016. But we'll let her live. Love you,
I'm
Rihanna.
sure she's creating
Love you, Ree.
in between her
Right. She been
in
doing
between
other
her
business
other.
moves. Fenty, you know what I'm saying? Savage Fenty. So it's all good. We respect her. We respect her queen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so just taking your time and just getting to know yourself and what you want to build on in your site is the advice that I have with them. And just be open minded too, because everybody's expression is not your expression too. And I've had to learn that, even with like going to open mic nights and stuff. Like, everybody doesn't think like you, so just be open to the content that you receive from other people and notice that that's their world, that's their form of expression. So yeah, that would be my advice for everybody.
Okay. Okay. Um, this is really good. Um, do you have any type of resources that helped you along the way?
Wow. So I'm so used to being self sufficient, I haven't even looked for any. But I did run into a friend who knows a friend that might be able to make this an app one day.
Okay.
So I've been discussing possibilities and doing that also. So I'm excited about that. But other than like resources, I mean, I've pretty much been trying to do my own research. Google is free for everybody. And I don't mean to say that to be mean, but I feel like some people are just so like reliant or dependent on other people that they forget
Oh,
that there are so many other things that you can look up on your own. That's not it don't take that much. It don't take that much work. But anyway, that aside, I've researched on my own just to see like how the internet works, how audiences work with like promotion or what appeals to most people. Like right now it's TikTok. So
mhm.
I'll do some of my promotion through that or the reels on Instagram just to kind of get audience feedback. Or, oh, I'm sorry, you're saying something?
Oh, no, no, no,
Oh,
no. Go ahead.
just to like get more attention and to bring up my views and things like that. So um, those have been some of the resources that I've been able to use to help implement what I have going on the site.
Okay. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So I gotta ask you.
Uh oh.
This is very important to me. This is like a personal question.
Okay.
Like, if somebody was, I would want somebody to ask me this. Give me your top three influencers
For creativity or just in general?
for this for your creative process, your site, your everything as for you being a
Oh
creator.
wow. So I'd say anybody who had anything to do with my English education or creative writing education when I was in school, because they
Okay.
really pushed me to do something with my writing. I know some of them wanted me to come out with a couple of books, and I was like, "Look, y'all, I can't do that right now. I'm in high school. I got things to do." Even in college, I was like, these classes, they too much. So let me chill on that thought and let me think about it and see what I come up with. But they definitely were big supporters of mine back in the
Hmm.
day. Also, just viewing how people interact with each other on social media. And like I said, like the audiences that I've researched anyway, I just felt like there was a need for people who are artistic to have a certain expression in a more constructive way, and not just posting on the sites that they are on, like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and having them go unnoticed. because I see a lot of people on Twitter, they'll post like artwork and say, y'all retweet this, I'm an up and coming artist, or they'll post underneath the thread like their poetry or different sites, and it all gets kind of convoluted. So instead of people just liking it or retweeting it and going about their day, you have a place where everything is central on the site, and
Yeah.
they can just go to one place and post their artwork or their short film, their stories, their poetry, whatever. And
Hmm.
I mean, you have a group of supporters that identify with what you're doing. So
Okay.
I mean, of course, if I'm doing poetry and I've never, dabbed into artwork or to see how they have the paint by numbers, whatever, I can go on the site, and now that I posted on there, hey, I see you doing that. Let me actually pick up on that. What's your number? What's your email? Let me connect with you so I can, have that shopped around for my paint and sip at home, or somebody I know that may be interested in that other than myself. It's just a way to have everything streamlined into one place instead of spread out across different points of social media, and wanting them to just feel like they're supported. Like I said, I don't like seeing people chase after after things that I feel like should come to them naturally. Um,
Hmm.
but that's something that influenced me as well. Just seeing that happen over and over again, and people don't really notice them, and the great pieces that they do, because there's some artwork out there that's really dope.
Yeah.
Poetry, songs, even music. And that's why I wanted to start the song covers and stuff too on the site, because I want people to know that this is on all realms of creativity. It's not just writing, it's at any point you can, post something that's creative to any realm of creativity, any venue of that music, if that's Christian music, hip hop, whatever. Like, I want it all to be on that site. That's why I wanted to create an app for it, because I know people are used to doing stuff on their phones. But anyway, not trying to get down that tunnel, but also is what influenced me, and just myself. I always like to do this, and it always interested me. So I just wanted to create an outlet for myself to express, and not just keep it to myself and keep it in a journal or have it hidden away under my bed. I wanted to be able to showcase it to the world. So
Okay.
I guess everyone.
Okay. Give me a myth that you want to debunk about your work,
um,
or a myth you want to debunk about the work you do.
I don't know if there's any that's been created, honestly. Well, let me ask you this. Let me turn around and ask you this. What's
Okay.
something that you originally thought when you seen that this was like a content outlet site or a creative outlet site?
I thought that nobody would listen to me, and
Right?
I'm here to say that there is definitely an audience for everybody. You go to the grocery store, there's 30 different brands of bread in the aisle. Guess what? People keep coming to eating 30 different brands of bread, and they keep refilling it for a reason.
That's true.
That just went over a lot of people's heads. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's true. It's different brands for a reason, because everybody likes different things. So,
Yes, that's one myth I wanted to debunk. Like, like when people say, people, I noticed in life, people will hurt something or cut something short before they even try.
right. Then we'll give it a
And
chance
yeah, it's definitely somebody for everybody to listen to,
for sure.
you know. So,
Well,
okay.
I guess I was asking more so like, when you thought about what I was doing, what is something that you thought it was, but you didn't expect once you actually looked into
Um, I want to say the acting, the poetry, and the acting. You know, it was a very great video. It took me a while to look at it, and I'm like, look, let me share this. The other day, I shared it on Instagram, as
Mm-hmm.
you know. That was the first time I looked at it. I'm like, oh wow, this is really good.
Thank
I just, I don't know if I can say that's a myth I debunked per se, but it was just more like, damn, I didn't know you was into the acting and all that. I was just shocked
You're
more than
shocked.
anything.
So you thought that I wasn't like the type to create content like that.
That,
Uh,
like that, yeah, that particular lane.
okay. So what you thought?
Yeah.
Just asking.
Um, I thought you was more so like into like I want to say like fashion.
Okay.
I guess that's a cliche thing to say, but
So you
I
were doing
mean, you
like
can dress
American's Next Top Model type of stuff.
something like the long like I mean, like you can dress. I seen your outfits. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, well,
Yeah.
Joe she might have a lane in that. Like you go out, I see you.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, look, this is good. So this is my personal question to you. If you were, it's let's flip this interview. Say you were interviewing me. If I was you and you were interviewing me, what's something that you would ask yourself that I didn't ask you tonight?
um, I have no idea. I guess. What would I like to see more on the site, or that probably I've already answered that 3 times over, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. I don't have any questions. Like, the myth debunk stuck me because honestly, everybody that's been giving me feedback has been saying they love it. Like, I haven't heard anything
Yeah.
particularly negative. Um, and I wouldn't say myths are negative, but it's just, most of the time it's just like it's like shooting in the dark. Like, we don't know what to expect, but everybody pretty much is like, well, this is definitely something I thought I would see, but it wowed me when I actually looked at it or when I read it. I didn't think that the content would be as good as it was. Because, some people say, oh, I'm promoting this. And then when you check it out, you be like, really, bro? Really? This it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I just liked it because you said check it out, so I got you. But
Nah,
I mean, when people looked at it, like, well, dang, I didn't know this was just what you had under your sleeve. What's that, girl? That's
that's me. That's me. That was that person. It's me. I'm nigga.
what's up. Well, yeah, that's what I work on. I mean, I work on things to, like I said, be quality
I
of
was,
quality and not just, something to post just to
remember I was
post,
like,
right? So,
remember I asked you, I was like,
is
who's that?
that you okay? Yeah. All right. We'll see what they gonna. Which we actually talking about doing another film tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
looking at
Okay. We're gonna look for that. We're gonna look for that. All right. So ultimately, where do you see yourself? And give me some goals within the next 5 years or
Wow.
so.
So I don't like these questions only because I don't know what God has for me, so I can't really say. Um, but
Hmm.
definitely want to work on making this more accessible to everyone, being
Hmm.
able to like post on their free time and not feel like they have to, submit their items directly to me. And I want to stop that too because I don't want to have to edit or make people feel like I'm trying to steal their content. That's not what I'm trying to do. But um, definitely want to create the app. So that's on the agenda for the upcoming, actually within the next year or so. Um, and just having more people interested in expressing themselves on there because I see these hood poetry people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to they want to post on Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, can you bring that over here to the site, please? Thank you. Like, I want y'all to
Facts.
be able to be noticed. I don't want it to just go underneath. But people be scared about, oh, they gonna associate this back to me. But I mean, I don't think. I mean, has anybody ever heard of stage names? Like, we can't go under, aliases anymore. You don't have to put your real name attached to it. I ain't gonna put a picture with it. You can definitely submit without having an identity per se. So,
Fact.
that's those are my short term goals as of right now. Long term, I guess we'll have to see where it takes us. But
Okay.
as I said earlier, if it's just me and the three little friends I have that will submit, it'll just be us. And I'm gonna continue to grow the YouTube channel for what it is now and do the song covers, could continue to do the short film and whatever else I decide to come up with. Definitely want to start doing spoken word as well.
Okay, Michelle.
Yeah.
Now, where where can the listeners follow you again? One more time.
So, my social media for the site, again, is the YouTube channel Mychelle Michele, Mychele, Michele, and my site is creativejuices.simplesite.com. And I have Instagram as well, the juice underscore the squeeze. If you don't want you want me to spell that out too, I don't know. All right.
Yes, you. Yes, you
So
can.
IG is TheJuice underscore TheSqueeze. Twitter is at ajuicegawdess, AJuiceGawdess. So that's my Twitter, and that's where y'all can follow me for all of my updates, all of my promotion. I do have TikTok as well. I believe that's also at A Juice Goddess as well. So it's the same as my Twitter handle.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, we had a great talk, and make sure y'all go check my girl out, and
Well, I
we'll be back.
appreciate you, BJ, for inviting me. This was cool.
All right. No problem. No problem. We'll
All
talk
right.
later. Welcome back, y'all. Club 5 Conversations podcast. I have a very special guest that I would like to talk to today. And, she's